I know what a map of the world is.
Why are you shaking your tits? I don't want to see that.
She's shaking them?
No, this girl is in her webcam.
Oh. Can you send me that? I'm just kidding. I'll find it later. My name is Jason.
My name is Julian.
And
we doing filmographies.
Julian.
Jason.
Quick, give us a biography of Sigourney Weaver. I'm just kidding. We don't do that anymore.
We don't.
And that's fine. Do you know who Sigourney Weaver is, right, listeners?
Taylor did.
All right. Way to go, Taylor. What are we going to be talking about today, Julian?
A little movie from 1979 called Alien.
Oh.
Mm-hmm. Now, let me ask you this.
I'm ready.
I'm assuming you watched Alien.
Yeah.
I watched Alien, the director's cut.
Okay.
So I'm kind of curious if any of that was... I know one thing was added later in this version and not in the original.
I wonder if I maybe watched the director's cut the last time I watched it, but I don't really know.
1 hour and 57 minutes.
Okay.
For the original.
Did you have a drink of the Johnny Walker?
No.
Okay.
We didn't do that yet.
I'm scared.
I am too. It smells pretty strong. Really strong, actually.
Is
this a shot? Or are we supposed to sip on this?
I can't sip on liquor. All right, it's not bad.
You know, actually, it doesn't really burn.
No. Did you piss on it?
It's got a interesting flavor. It's smoky, but it didn't really burn me.
Yeah, me neither.
I can tell. You're going to have that for your kid's wedding.
I don't really drink hard liquor. I mean, I slam it, but I don't really.
All right, let's do a 99.
Oh, you want 99 it? It's way over there.
Didn't feel like that's going to do anything.
It's going to sneak up on you.
Probably will. I'll do a Pink Whitney.
Okay.
A level out.
How long is your director's cut?
I don't know. I didn't look just for a list of what might be different. So I figure we'll figure it out.
Why would we, though?
Why wouldn't we?
I mean...
We're going to go into exhaustive detail. Frame by frame.
All right.
You know how I said...
In space, no one can have ice cream. Is that what this is from? In space, nobody can hear you scream?
It is. I texted you the other evening. I said, it's not bad, but it also feels like a feature-length version of the enhanced scene from Blade Runner.
Yeah, I don't know what that is still.
Well, obviously, Sir Ridley Scott directed both films.
Yeah.
And he's gone on record as saying they exist in the same universe.
Okay. So,
in your face.
I still, okay.
It's had a budget of $11 million.
I got to be honest, ma'am. This movie looks amazing.
Does it?
Fucking amazing.
Really?
Every time I look at this movie, I'm always like, wow. This looks so good.
Interesting. It grossed 106 mil.
Good job.
They were like, we need a part 2 and more S's in the title.
on the Blank Check podcast, they talk about how James Cameron came into the pitch meeting for Aliens, and he just went up and he wrote down Alien, and then he did a $sign after it. Aliens.
Yeah.
So, I gotta stop talking about their podcast. I'll pretend like these are things that I've heard.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
heard you heard that.
Yeah, I talked to James Cameron, and he told me about how he pitched it.
Is he the producer?
He did the second one.
Oh, he did the second one.
Directed it, yeah.
Gotcha. Now, originally, Ridley Scott wanted to use like puppets and animatronics.
Okay.
And they're like, nah. So he's like, I don't want it looking like a man in a suit. And they're like, well, tough shit, because that's exactly what it's going to look like. The original designs had like the alien head was supposed to be filled with live maggots.
What?
Yeah.
That's stupid.
Parts of the body costume are actually engine parts from a Bentley or a Rolls Royce, I think. They also originally didn't want to do the big spaceman. Man, I love that. They were like, no, we can't use that again ever, and it's going to be expensive. We don't want to do that. And then they were like, no, we need to do it.
Why would it be?
It's 26 feet long.
It seems like that would be a good chance for them to use their stupid paintings or whatever it is that people used back then. Like, you don't have to make a giant statue.
Well, and to drive home and really emphasize the size of this fucker, when we see the pulled back shot of the space people walking, those are Ridley Scott's kids.
Oh, really?
In spacesuits.
Dude, I when I watched this at the beginning of COVID, the rocket jockey, is that what they call him? The space jockey? Mm-hmm. When I saw that, I was like, that is so awesome. I think I had already seen the prequels by that point.
I didn't remember that. And then I remember hearing that they were going to do it, but and thought they didn't. And then it's in the movie. I'm like, oh, shit.
God, there's like so much of this that is, like, the story is so fascinating. You really don't need any sequels. I feel like they really muddied it up. I mean, it's fine.
Mm-hmm.
But to have that giant man with a hole in his chest, like it happened to him too, boy, I wish they didn't go into the backstory for that guy, because it's a wonderful mystery and fascinating.
Well, and the Nostromo was cobbled together using hulls of old busted up airplanes.
Okay.
And like the grate floor is literally just milk crates turned upside down and spray painted.
God, at one point they're walking around when Harry Dean Stanton's like looking around for the cat,
mm-hmm.
and he's in like one room that basically, does it have like a pillar in the middle, and then there's
mm-hmm.
chains hanging down like it's a tree,
mm-hmm.
and then the coolant room where he's getting rained on. I'm just like, I mean, what are these things? They make no sense to me. I'm sure they have a purpose. They are not so nonsensical that you're like, there's no way.
Well, no, actually, everybody's like this. Why is there water leaking? This doesn't make any sense.
Isn't it keeping something cool? I thought that it was important.
Ridley Scott's like, it just looks cool.
Awesome.
It has atmosphere and
it is. It's super rad. I assume that there was like a moisture rain to keep cores of something cool.
So this would be a point where we can establish whether or not you watched the director's cut of the original.
Okay.
Or whether or not you even bothered paying attention.
Okay.
Which could go either way.
Yeah.
In the original cut, you do not see the xenomorph hanging upside down in the chains. In the director's cut, it is there.
Oh, when he's looking around?
When he walks in and it's just the camera's panning from the dangling chains, you see the xenomorph hanging upside down.
Oh, I didn't see it.
Then you probably watched the original.
I think so. I think I did. Oh, you know what? It was on the Internet Archive. I found out that of the 4 or 5 streaming services I have, none of them have Alien up that I can just watch.
That's the only copy they had was the director's cut on Amazon.
I got so much respect for this movie, bro.
Shredded condoms were used to create the tendons of the beast's ferocious jaws. In addition to that, the slime was KY jelly.
I figured it had to be. Also, like, it must have been left out, because sometimes it's in like big chunks, like slabs of fat.
Yeah. Sir Ridley Scott did all of the handheld camera work himself, and it shows.
He's a really good director, Julian.
Yeah.
I know that people know that, but
when casting the role of Ripley, I don't know if you know this.
It was a genderless role.
It ultimately came down to 2 actors, Lord Sigourney Weaver and Meryl Streep.
Really?
Yep. The 2 actresses had been college mates at Yale, but ultimately Weaver was offered the job because Streep was mourning the death of John Cazale at the time.
I could picture Streep in this.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like Sigourney has a little bit more of a toughness to her, but maybe we just haven't, Meryl hasn't had a chance to show us that.
Could be.
So who knows?
There was also a lot more promiscuous sex in the film.
Really?
At one point, Dallas and Sigourney have sex.
Who's Dallas?
Tom Skerritt. To sort of drive home that it's so blasé. They just do it to pass the time.
Yeah, when Yaphet Kotto was talking about eating pussy to that one lady, I was like, are they not just having sex in space? Like, why wouldn't you just be doing that? You guys are probably bored.
Harrison Ford turned down the role of Captain Dallas.
Good.
To play Captain Han Solo.
Oh, okay. I liked Skerritt in this.
I did too. A hairy motherfucker. He looked like a wolf man.
Our only Skerritts are this and A River Runs Through It, right? Those are our Skerritts?
Thus far, yeah.
Okay.
10 points if you could tell me the name of the cat.
Jones.
Boom!
Yeah.
There were 4 cats that played him.
I like that cat a little bit.
I did too. At one point, you could see a picture of him as a kitten in the background. You think you can give me the synopses?
I didn't read them again.
Awesome.
Alien. When the crew of the mining ship, the Nostromo, is suddenly awakened from cryosleep months earlier than planned to respond to a distress beacon, The crew reluctantly springs into action. While investigating the source of the beacon, Brett, Harry Dean Stanton, gets an alien in his face. That's not true.
It's not true.
Ripley, Sigourney Weaver, refuses to allow the away team back aboard as a result, but the quixotic douchebag science officer disobeys Ripley's order, and as a result, all heck breaks loose. Now it's a race against time and the dwindling remaining crew as Ripley attempts to chart a safe passage home, while also riding the cosmos of this deadly alien.
I mentioned the science guy. I should have put his name in there.
Yeah. The Hobbit.
He's also in The Fifth Element.
Yeah. Oh, is that who you're talking about for the monk?
He's the monk.
Oh, I can't. Ian Holm?
Ian Holm. Sir Ian Holm, mind you.
Why did I look him up? I looked him up a while ago, and they showed like a picture of him from the last, year of his life, and I was like, oh. I mean, that's what happens. We all get like old, but boy, so like shriveled and old. But god damn it, this movie was a long time ago. These people lived long, goddamn healthy lives. Sigourney's alive because she was like super young when she made this.
Yeah, I mean, Ian Holm was probably 34, 5 in this.
Yeah, Scared's already got gray.
Yeah.
But he's,
Harry Dean Stanton's always Harry Dean Stanton.
Yeah, and I think he lived a fucking hardcore life.
This would have been right after Christine?
Before?
When was Christine? 82? 81?
Yeah, this is 79, right?
It is, yeah.
Yeah.
Crazy. I wasn't even alive.
Yeah, what are we going to dive into it? Do you want to do any beginning thoughts? What do we do? I'm a little drunk.
No, I'm not.
It didn't happen to you?
I'm strong.
It could happen to you.
I'm a beef boy.
You're a beef boy? And also a vegetarian.
That too.
Way to go.
So, I mean, the movie starts, right? It's a slow crawl. We're seeing space. They mention the Nostromo is a mining ship.
Yeah.
Although I think it's towing another vessel, perhaps. And,
whoa.
And what kind is that?
Oh, I should have paired those up. That was unpleasant.
What is it?
Cloud Candy Sour Ale with cotton candy floss, passion fruit, and dragon fruit. I just got it because the can appealed to me.
You're back on the sour?
No, I didn't even look to see if it was a sour.
So all of a sudden, everybody's waking up. And John Hurt, who's the father of William Hurt.
Is he really?
Yeah, think so. Kind of think so.
I don't think so. I don't think that's true. John Hurt's British.
I know. What does that matter?
William Hurt's not.
Well, he's got an American wife. This guy. He's dead, by the way.
Yeah, they're both
prostate cancer. They both died of cancer.
Oh, so
that's why I thought.
Father and son. Nope, you're right. That is 100%. We don't even need to look into it.
So John Hurt's waking up. He looks young-ish.
Yeah.
And eventually everybody else wakes up. Oh, what the heck? Well, I haven't been sleeping.
This is a really good cast.
It is.
Yeah.
It's like familiar faces. Harry Dean Stanton was a little self-conscious. He didn't think he was portraying enough fear in the film in his role.
Oh, really? Oh, I thought he actually did pretty good at that. Now,
I mean, there's only one moment where he's actually needs to be dreadfully afraid.
Yeah, and I think he did that great.
Yeah.
He's weird. I wish we could do his filmography because he mystifies me. People love him.
Yeah. You think he started in like the 50s?
I have no idea.
I keep expecting him to pop up on Perry Mason.
He's got like a weird vibe to him. I mean, I feel like he's good.
Yeah, so they wake up and they're like, what the hell? And then I go, oh, wait a second, where's Earth? We're not by Earth. And they go, no, we're by Delta Beta Epsilon the third.
There was a beep. We have to check out this. They aren't like we have to check out the distress call, right?
No, Tom Skerritt goes, I gotta go talk to Mother. I'm getting a yellow beacon, which means it's for El Capitan's eyes only.
I like that. I like Mother.
It's interesting.
I really like the idea that there's an all-knowing computer.
Mm-hmm.
Not like all-knowing, but something that's absorbing the data. Like at one point, they're like, sunrise is in 20 minutes or something like that, Mother says.
I think so.
Like, Mother has the data that it needs. Mm-hmm. I like that.
And it's silly that they call it Mother, but I like it too.
Yeah.
And so he goes into this room full of like flashing lights and beeping buttons and click, clack. He's using like keyboards that are like nonsensical. Because this takes place in like 2146 or something.
Is that okay? I don't know.
Somewhere around there.
I mean, I definitely know it's way in the future.
Yeah, because Blade Runner was 2019, I think.
Really?
I think so.
Shut up. Really?
Yeah, because then Blade Runner 2049.
Oh.
So they go, yeah, all right, check it out. Yaphet Kotto and Harry Dean Stanton are complaining they're not getting enough money. But they're like, hey, we're all contract. You agree to whatever you're getting.
Yeah, what's up? They just want more because they have to go check this thing out?
No, originally they just want more. But then Tom Skerritt goes, all right, look, we got to go check out this distress beacon.
Are you sure it's not just because they've been woken up beforehand? Like, why are they suddenly wanting more money? Is it because they're awake before they're home? They're pissed off about that or what?
Honestly, it takes a while for them to figure out that they're actually still months away from where they think they should be.
Why the fuck would you try to be negotiating while you're on the spaceship coming home? What, well, Tom Skerritt's going to be like, yeah, all right, that's cool.
With the captain. He's literally the same as you. He just happens to be in charge.
Yeah.
He's not. You got to negotiate with fucking Paul Reiser if you want to negotiate with anybody.
Or Guy Pearce.
Or Guy Pearce. Yeah, man. Take it all the way up the chain.
Yep. My mom wouldn't let me watch these movies.
Alien?
Or Aliens.
Okay. I don't think my mom really even cared much for them, oddly enough.
My mom let me watch a lot of shit, but for some reason Alien and Aliens were no-go.
Yeah, I don't recall there being any restrictions in my household, but I also don't recall her being like, oh yeah, Alien.
What do you suppose the problem is? Like, I mean, we're watching Freddy and Jason and slashers and monsters and
Hellraiser. And
I don't think I was allowed to watch Hellraiser, okay. But like...
Because it had hell in the title.
Is it because of the slime? I mean, is it the chest bursting sequence? Tell me why my mommy says no.
That's a secret she took to the grave.
I mean, she fucking lied about everything anyways. Like, Mom, why'd you let me watch all these horror movies? I never did.
Yeah.
What?
Yes, you did.
Core part of my childhood. What are you fucking talking about?
Yeah, right.
All right, lady.
So Tom Skerritt goes, hey, look, don't tell me about your money. I don't want to hear about it. We're all contractually obligated to do what we're contractually obligated to do.
Give me more money.
He goes, but look, there's a distress beacon, so we got to go check it out. And the ship automatically wakes us up under these circumstances, so we got to go. And Yaphet Kotto and Harry Dean Stanton are like, no, I don't want to do that.
Kotto?
Yaphet Kotto?
Yeah, it ends with an O.
Is it a D or a T? Kotto or Kodo?
Kotto.
Kotto.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Kotto. I just thought that, because the first time I thought
I'm Southern, though.
Oh. Yeah.
So.
Okay. So go get that beacon.
Mm-hmm. So, hey, we got to go get this thing, and you have to do it. Otherwise, you'll forfeit any money you're going to get. He goes, well, shit. So they go to do it. It's an away team mission. Sigourney, Tom, the other lady, Yaphet, and Harry Dean Stanton, and John Hurt. Pretty much everybody except the science guy. He's back on the Nostromo.
Who the fuck's the science guy?
Ian Holm.
Okay.
He's back on the Nostromo.
I thought Yaphet and Harry Dean Stanton stay behind. No, they're on the lander?
No, you know what? No, because they have to be, because when they landed, the ship gets damaged, and they're fixing stuff to get them to take off.
Okay.
So I'm assuming it's like literally everybody went.
But they're back at the ship working on it. Yeah, it's going to be
the away team goes, Sigourney stays, Yaphet and Harry are on board fixing the ship because they're like landing, and then they hit a rock. They land on a rock, and it shifts and just destroys everything.
Good job, guys.
Very good job, guys. So they're all walking around in the mist like gorillas, and they go, what's going on over here? I don't know. It's a big cavern. All right, well, let's lower them down there for no reason.
Is there one woman or two in there? Because
I think the other lady stays on board too with Sigourney.
So there's two women
on board.
Yeah,
it's a party.
Is there a half moon
in
the street?
So John Hurt's being lowered down to what, right? And he goes down there, and no, I think they all go down at first. And that's when they find the spaceman, and they climb up. Holy shit, there's a big spaceman up here. And then John Hurt goes, oh, hey, there's something else over here.
No, the spaceman's up on the top level, and then he goes down the hole.
Oh, okay.
And then he's the only one down there, so it's kind of a mystery how they got him back, but I assume they just reeled him back in like a fish.
I don't think he cuts the line. I think he's always tethered.
Right.
So, yeah, they just...
But, I mean, that's a weird thing to think about.
Oh, God, yeah.
Just bouncing along as you drag him back up with that thing on his head.
Well, what are you going to do, man?
Right.
It's better than nothing.
Yes.
But he's an idiot. What is he?
Stupid?
Just a guy?
I mean, he's
not a science guy, is he?
He's not a science guy?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Why the fuck? He didn't seem very scientific.
So here's the thing. All these movies are kind of the same.
Yeah. Alien?
Yeah, and even the prequels, they do the exact same fucking thing.
Yeah.
Oh, man, what's going on here? hey, what is this? I've been attacked by an alien substance and it's fucked me up.
It's the same as Freddy or Jason. You get the same fucking thing unless they're going to space.
It's bizarre, too, though, because it's like the first three are different enough, but also exactly the same, because it's like, all right, we need Sigourney, we need a mission to a hostile place, and then bad aliens.
Well, it's one of those things because she's the only surviving character.
Yeah.
So they're kind of not necessarily straddled with her, but I think maybe it's a double-edged blade. At one point, it's nice to have somebody that can sort of anchor this series.
Yeah, but you just can't keep launching them off to new planets and stupid shit like that.
Well, but that's your opportunity is to launch them into a new scenario. Because that's what they tried doing with Alien 3.
Yeah.
They were like, oh, you know what? This alien eats a cow, and it's different than this alien that ate a dog. So it kind of starts to get a little interesting. Part 2 is just like, there's a ton of them. Ah!
I know. No, I think I'm intrigued by the evolution from 1 to 2. I think 2 rules. I love 1. I think 2 rules also. I think it's real Terminator 1, Terminator 2
I was just going to say. So John Hurt's like, oh, what's this? Eggs. I'm going to poke it.
I can see something moving around in there.
I better put my face closer.
That will be a good idea. It's pretty crazy that it breaks through that. Like, it's not even glass, isn't it? It's like really thick plastic.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
It doesn't
some
seem
sort
like
of polymer. Yeah. Is it because it can secrete acid?
Oh, I thought maybe it was just the force of it launching, but maybe.
I thought maybe it was like it launches and then, but then it would burn his face.
Yeah, I don't think it really secretes it. I think it only comes. It's blood,
which is odd. Good call, but
I love it. I think it's amazing.
It's
like you
odd.
just can't really like just start shooting these fucking things because the ship will fall apart.
Well, not only that, but what is their flesh made of that it can contain the acid?
Well, I mean,
porcelain.
No, I mean, that doesn't even matter.
Is it even? Maybe it's not even acid until it's oxidized.
Right.
Like our blood is purple until it's oxidized.
I think that's actually been proven not to be true.
No, it is true.
But
you want to see my vein?
It might not even be acid. It's just something that reacts that way. I don't think.
No, it's battery acid. Okay. They say it.
So this the thing gets them in the face, and then suddenly they're back on the ship. Right?
And it's just got a thing around its neck, choking on them. And they get to the ship, and they're like, "Let us the fuck in!"
And she's like, "I can't let you in."
Yeah, no, what? He's got a big fucking hand on his face. What are you talking about?
He's gonna fucking die if you don't let us on the ship. The only chance we have of saving him is being on the ship.
I'm the captain. She goes, well, the law says no.
If I let you on the ship, we could all die.
And Ian Holmes has got a raging heart on that he uses to press the button.
He doesn't at all. He doesn't give a fuck. He's following his protocol, man.
Ian Holmes?
Yeah.
No, he needs that thing. He's got a secret.
No, I know, but like he doesn't have to have a boner, but he's just like,
no, the boner.
Oh, I'm sorry, Sigourney, I was not supposed to let them in.
No, the boner is programmed.
I'm actually in charge.
He's always got a boner.
Okay,
I should have clarified that.
Is it marbles and milk?
It is
spaghetti and milk.
She goes, "Hey, asshole, why'd you open up the door?" And he goes, "Shit,
I'm sorry, I forgot the rules.
I'm shady as fuck." Look, let me get my mad scientist shit on. Get out of here.
Beep, beep, boop, boop.
So they get in, and everybody's pissed at Sigourney, and they get him into the, John Hurt into the medical bay.
God, she was right all along.
And they're poking at her. Well, of course, it's an alien fucking life form. Yeah. For all we know, it's emitting radiation.
Why the fuck do they even, when he is awake again? Why,
and they're just cool.
Why would you be like, come eat with us in the mess hall?
Yeah. How about you put him back in that weird scanning thing?
Oh, sure.
That you were using before.
Or even just the med bay. Leave him in the med bay where he was.
And scan on
keep him quarantined.
You think he himself would be like, hey, it feels like I've got like a 3-pound thing in my stomach. Anybody else feel like that?
Hey, so you're not super impressed with like the set and everything? You don't think it looks amazing?
I mean, it's okay. It doesn't blow me away or anything.
Well, I'm not like... I just think it's money well spent. I buy it as a ship. It looks futuristic to me. Everything looks like it has purpose. I just think it's really neat.
I think it's well done. I think everything feels like it's realistically futuristic.
Yeah.
Right. There's still pneumatics and interfaces and pulling to do the thing and all that shit. I think it's fine, but looking at it, it isn't like I'm like my mind's melting.
I mean, my mind's not melting. I just I'm immersed. I appreciate it. Okay. Yeah. There was a line in here about where's the body, there's no blood towards the end. I think when...
Do you remember
maybe
that,
when Tom Skerritt goes missing.
That's right.
And they seem disturbed. And I was like, well, that's really specific. I assume that it was eating them. It seems like it's eating them.
Yeah.
So I Googled, what does the alien do with the bodies? Egg morphs them?
Yeah, it's not eating them.
No, I think we see it in Aliens, right? Where there's people into the sides of the walls, or maybe that was in one of the prequels.
That's in this, too.
Not in my version.
Yeah, Tom Skerritt's on the wall.
I didn't see that. When?
It's very odd because when Sigourney's... After Yaphet is killed, and we presumably think the lady's killed, because Yaphet is killed.
I think...
He kills him.
I mean, or I think when it bites them, it knocks them out. It puts them in a coma or something.
No, when we see... Because we see him.
We see Yaphet and the lady.
He's like... bloodied on his guts.
But you also see a white body next to him, part of him.
Do you? The lady?
Yeah, so they're there. I think the alien just got interrupted before it could take them away to egg them up.
Well, so let me continue. Because after that scene, and Sigourney's running around, and it's all shaky cam, kind of POV, and she's hyperventilating. She eventually goes down, and she's in a lair. And she touches the wall, and it's all geigered up on the metal and shit. And then she looks up, and I think she sees Harry Dean Stanton. And then she sees Tom Skerritt, and I'm not joking. He goes, "Kill me!"
I believe you.
And she fucking shoots him with the flamethrower.
How did I miss this? Because I'm really honestly, the last chunk of this movie I find riveting, and I'm glued to the screen.
Well, so here's the thing. This is the feeling that I recollect having at the time. It sort of feels like, wait, why did she take a detour to come here, see this, burn them, and then literally goes back to she's setting the deconstruction mode, or she's doing something.
Yeah. The coolant rods or whatever, she's taking them out so it overheats.
Yeah, so it almost feels like maybe they added that.
That might be the deleted scene that they reference that explains what's going on.
Because it feels weird where she's doing the thing.
I think this is what I read about.
The alien's coming, she runs away, and then all of a sudden she's down in this thing and she kills them and then runs back to literally doing the thing that she was doing. It feels like, why did she...
Yeah, but I think that's the deleted scene. That's why you're in the director's cut.
Must be. So, yeah, he's got the alien on him, and they're cutting it, and the acid's burning through 3 decks, and they're like, holy shit, it's going to go through the hull. And then they put him in a scanner thing, and they're like, oh, man, it's feeding him oxygen. It's got its dick down his throat. It's deep-throating.
A little bit.
And...
A little bit.
And this is very odd. And he goes, all right, well... tell me if anything changes. And then all of a sudden he calls him a little bit later on. He goes, Tom Skerritt, you got to come up here. And they get up there, and the alien's gone.
Mm-hmm.
They go, what? And they sneak in. Goop.
I like how they're in there for a minute, and then Ian Holm closes the door.
Yeah, I'm like, close the fucking door. Close the fucking door.
In case you guys need to escape. But I mean, his motivations are bad.
No. You close the door so it doesn't escape.
Yeah.
While you're in the fucking room. Sigourney, she's the last one in. Leaves the door open like, what, you raising a barn?
Possibly.
So they find it, and it's dead. And they cut it open, and it's the actual guts of this thing. It's like shellfish, and they really cobbled some shit together to make it goopy.
Mm-hmm.
And then John Hurt's like, oh yeah, I'm perfectly fine now.
I had a bad dream though, that I was being smothered.
And they go, well, we're gonna go into cryo sleep again.
And he starts coughing like me.
And he goes, man, I'd like to eat first though. That's my John Hurt. Man, I'd like to eat first, though.
Okay.
That's legit. You didn't like that one? That's all right.
I don't remember what he sounds like enough.
So they go to eat, and they're just eating cereal from a thing, and he's got lo mein.
Yeah, it's some shit-ass noodles.
But he can barely get it in his mouth. He's mixing, and you see a big plate of noodles, but he gets one in. Don't you know he has a fork? Oh, maybe he's Kung Fu.
Oh, you don't, it's not his body doesn't want that because his life doesn't matter anymore. He's just a gestation chamber.
No, because they said he's already put down quite a bit of food.
Oh.
It's just, I don't think he can get the fucking thing on the prop fork, whatever they gave him.
Idiot.
So they're just really having a good time.
If he didn't die in 2017, I'd tweet him right now and tell him he's a fucking idiot.
You can still do that.
I guess I can. John Hurt.
Mm-hmm.
Idiot.
Your kid, though. He's a star. And he goes, oh, man, this food. He falls on the table. And they're like, what the hell? What's going on here? And then his shirt just gets super red.
Mm-hmm.
And everybody stops. They're like, holy shit.
And there's also that like weird explosion of blood before the thing comes out too, where it's like, what's that?
Like his shirt.
That's
first.
What you're talking about?
Yeah. And they're like, well, that's not right. Because they thought he was choking. And then, when it just viscera flies everywhere.
Isn't it amazing how terrible that alien looks?
Oh, it looks god awful.
It's unbelievable how shitty that thing looks.
You know what?
And then when it runs away on the table too, it's just like, are you serious?
Honestly,
it's right up there with The Thing.
No, honestly, it looks like it's straight off one of them billboards. I had a heartbeat at 18 months.
Oh.
Just a shrimp running around.
Yeah.
And it literally just like slides across the table.
Mm-hmm.
And they're like, we are not going to sleep now.
Can I ask you how much time has passed before they start hunting it? Is it like a few hours?
I feel like it's moments.
And in that period of time.
No, because Harry Dean Stanton has to go get the cattle prods.
Right. But it's not several days.
No, God, no.
The alien goes from the size of a 6-inch Subway sandwich to a gorilla.
Yeah.
In the span of a few hours.
That was confusing to me.
And it's not eating anything. There's nobody for it to kill and eat. It's not even like he ate that cat and somehow that supersized him. Yeah,
aside from Aliens, I think in most subsequent films, there's like a longer gestation period.
There's like a middle portion where
it goes from
like
the worm to like a baby xenomorph raptor, and then starts to whatever it does.
But this one's just like,
remember me?
My tongue just
when I was white earlier, and now I'm black. Yeah. Lieutenant Black.
There was a weird racist comment about Black Lives Matter on the Internet Archive copy, and then everybody was like, "Fuck you! Why do you keep making these comments in all the movies?"
Because it makes you mad.
Yeah.
So yeah, man, they're going around looking for it. They got cattle prods and nets. This is when we remember that there's a cat because they find it.
Yep.
And they're like, Harry Dean, why didn't you stop it? He goes, it's just Jones. And they go, yeah, but it's moving.
We're gonna end up following that cat. Go separate from the group
and
by yourself.
We're gonna go this way. If you're not planning to go in the direction the cat went, what does it matter? It's running around.
This is a really excellent slasher movie from this point on. Like,
it's serious. It's slow. Then it's like a spaceman kind of movie, and then it's like no.
I was so sleepy for the first hour of this movie.
Mm-hmm.
You had texted me saying this movie is boring. I don't find it boring, but it's slow enough where I was almost falling asleep several times because I was so sleepy.
It's slow and grounded. So when there's not that element of like, whoa, aliens or something spectacular,
right?
It's just kind of like, oh yeah. So now Harry Dean Stanton gets killed. No, he doesn't. He gets snatched. It seems like the alien mouth, which is really corny in this.
Yeah.
Just like,
what's up with that mouth?
I don't know. Why is it necessary?
It's like killing spear, but it's not killing anybody. That's why I thought maybe it was injecting them with something.
Well, why do they have a mouth and then a little baby mouth inside of their other mouth?
Because it's nightmarish.
That protracts out.
I mean, I thought it was eating them. And like that little mouth maybe just goes right into their brain and eats whatever it is.
That's what it does
in there.
In the later ones, just
isn't that what it looks like when Harry Dean Stanton gets snatched?
Yeah, that's
like
what I thought. Oh, it just went right through his forehead and he's dead now. And then because it also takes his body and it's raining blood on Yaphet Kota.
Well, that's not in the regular cut.
Is it Yaphet? Two people approach. I'm pretty sure it's Yaphet and Sigourney. They approach the chains, and the water's coming down.
Man, you're right. We are figuring what's in the director's cut because I think
he looks
just cuts,
up, and it's just blood raining on him.
No, in the regular version, I think they're just like back talking about how it snatched him,
which is better because here it's just raining blood.
Yeah.
So I'm like, oh yeah, he's dead. But he's apparently not. Yeah. So then Tom Skerritt goes, all right, check this out.
Do you want to be an egg? Do you want to be egg morphed? You want to be stuck in a slime wall?
No.
No?
That's my other question. I mean, they can only gestate one alien per person.
Well, because
they rip out of your guts.
Right. I think they're turning the people into the eggs that have the face huggers in them. I think is what's going on.
I don't know if that's true because queen aliens lay the eggs.
Yeah, I think they say that queen aliens I was reading up on it last night. It sounds like there's 2 ways to make those hugger eggs. I don't know. It doesn't matter.
They just turn a human into an egg? Yeah. It feels like the queen made those eggs and then there's face huggers. This alien shouldn't be able to do anything.
Yeah.
It's a worker bee.
Yeah.
It should not be able to procreate.
You're a drone.
Exactly. But I guess it's, I don't know, doing something. So now they're like, all right, check it out. We're just going to get into the vents. Maybe this happened before, but I'm pretty sure it's now.
Yeah.
Tom Skerritt's got a flamethrower.
Mm-hmm.
And he's going to go rooting around in the vents.
And the girl and Yaphet.
Locking all of the photo lens corridor doors.
Mm-hmm.
And we're going to get to a point where I'm going to be able to shoot it out the space dock.
Do you think like the acid's not a problem if you burn it to death? It kind of seemed like that was their plan.
I don't know, because that's what Sigourney was saying with the face hugger. Like, we got to get rid of this thing. And Ian Holm's like, no. And she goes, dude, we don't know what happens when it dies and decomposes.
Oh, we never talked about Robot Bitch, right?
Ian Holm?
Yeah. When does the Robot Bitch shit happen?
Not yet.
Okay. Never mind. Nothing.
Tom Skerritt's in the ducks now.
Yeah.
And homegirl, not Sigourney, she goes, oh my God, Tom, it's right on top of you, but I don't see it anymore. And he goes, well, where is it? She goes, oh my God, it's right. It's coming now. It's coming towards you. And he goes, where?
I kind of love this.
Mm-hmm. It's good.
Yeah. It's scary.
It feels like The Thing because of his beard and the flamethrower.
Yeah.
And so then he's dead, I guess, because they go there and he's gone.
Whoa. What?
Yeah, the alien comes on him.
Yeah, but you're skipping over the cool thing, like, and
what?
The stupid thing at the same time. She's like, you gotta go, it's coming right for you. And instead of like standing his ground and cooking it, he goes down the ladder and he gets to the bottom of the ladder. And the fucking alien's right there, and it does this thing with its hands like,
oh, yes, that's right.
And it's both insanely scary. I find it really effective. I think it's a really good scare when the thing is just in the dark and does that.
Yeah.
But also looks so stupid.
You know,
it's both things happening at the same time. I find it's a really good scare.
It's a dumb maneuver because it should have just like, the head should have like lunged towards the camera.
Well, instead of the jazz hands.
Yeah.
What?
Because the jazz hands reminds me of the guy with eyes in his hands from Pan's Labyrinth.
Yeah.
He does that all the time.
Why is it just at the bottom not doing anything?
I don't know.
It didn't know he would come to him. Although this thing is weirdly smarter than... I'm confused about how smart
I'm
this thing
confused
is.
later.
Yeah.
So Tom Skerritt's gone and they're freaking.
This is when they discover there's no blood, but he's
no
gone.
Blood. Just a bunch of...
poop.
Exactly.
Just a ton of logs.
Yeah. So they go, okay, what do we do now? And Sigourney Weaver, because it's Sigourney, Ian Holm, other lady, and Yaphet. And she goes, well, I think we still do what he was going to do and push it out the vent.
I hate this cotton candy beer. I almost feel like I bought it before. It's so
It seems
sweet
familiar.
And gross.
Let me see it.
I think I've been tricked by it before.
I think I've had that before. And I was betrayed. And it went down my sink. But so she goes, all right, let's just do that thing again. And Yaphet's like, fuck, all right. Yeah, and the other lady's like, okay. She slapped Sigourney Weaver earlier, by the way.
Did she?
Yeah.
Why?
Because Sigourney wouldn't have let them in. So then
right.
when John Hurt's in the room and they're looking at him, Sigourney walks up like, well, how is he doing? And she just slaps the shit out of her.
Man, fuck all y'all. She was so right all along.
Mm-hmm.
When's the robot thing happen?
Right now.
Okay.
So Sigourney, she goes to see Mother because she doesn't believe Ian Holm. He's telling her the truth.
Mother keeps being like, I can't tell you about that.
But then she overrides it. And she goes, yeah, that android, he needs to save this alien. And fuck all y'all.
Crew expendable.
And then he pops in, hey, and starts whooping on her, throwing her against the wall and shit.
It's a little bit better than that, dude. She like leans back and he's been sitting next to her. And he's like, hey. Yeah,
and he's just beating the hell out of her against the wall. And then he folds up a magazine, he rolls it up, and he's trying to jam it down her throat to kill her.
Here's the thing, which
brutal.
is wickedly stupid, but it kind of seems like when she attacked him, she made a malfunction because he had that milk rolling down his forehead.
There is that, yeah.
And that's when he starts doing weird stuff like trying to stuff that magazine down her throat. Do you think she busted him?
You think that? I thought that was I feel like he just started sweating.
No,
the milk.
I think she attacked him.
And then
she thrashed him and smashed him against something, and then
Yaphet comes up. He starts beating on Ian Holm, and they hit him with something, and his head just illogically comes flying off.
I mean, it's kind of great. Like, he's not it's weird though, because like he's clearly such a perfectly built robot that he blends in with men.
Mm-hmm.
But then you smash him a little and his head pops.
That's
out.
what I mean. Like she just hits him a little bit.
But I mean, it is a metal like fire extinguisher.
Yeah,
and
but
Yaphet's probably pretty strong. Hey, Yaphet, can you? Oh, I was gonna have him call us and let us know. If
I feel like it would just like bust his head, and not his neck and whatever. But so they juice him back up. He's got like gross insides.
Should probably save half of each cookie for Jenny.
No, she doesn't get any. If you give her that cookie, Jason, we're done.
All right, man. Fuck her.
Did you get it? Because you got a big crumb by your hip. There it is.
They're crumbling.
That's a vanilla biscotti.
There's lemon.
It's vanilla.
Lemon.
There's a little lemon in there, but it's vanilla.
It's wonderful.
Don't tell me my business, boy. The sandwich one's my favorite. The raspberry one.
It was a nice treat.
Isn't it?
I'll keep eating into the mic.
But he's a robot, and they juice him up, and he goes, oh, yeah, I'm going to bring this alien species back to Earth.
It's actually a really hilarious moment where they're messing around with the rubber head.
And it super hard cuts to him being real.
They're like trying to get it to stand up, and then, cut, and it's Ian Holm with cornstarch all over his face.
Yeah, because it's like gray, the dummy head. It does not look good. I wish they would have just like put that mask over him. And then he just talks through the mask.
Maybe. I truly adore this movie, but yes.
Yeah, he's a robot and he's telling him all this shit. And they go, okay, well, here's the deal. We're going to take the shuttle and we're just going to get the fuck out of here.
Your odds are not good. I am Ian Holm.
The only problem is, though, we're going to need a bunch of coolant for the beds to make us sleep.
Really? Is that what they're doing?
That's why they're running around getting all those little tubes.
Okay.
Canisters. Which seems stupid. I mean, they're in the middle of fucking nowhere, and she's just tossing them. And then the alien comes down and makes short work of Yaphet, Dakota, and the other lady.
What kind of weapons do they have?
Flamethrowers and previously cattle prods.
I mean, the problem is she, like, freaks out.
The lady?
She freezes, yeah.
Yeah. Big time. Because he goes, get out of the fucking way.
Yeah, I can kill this thing.
I would have just juiced both of them.
Yeah, I mean, you would have to. But then the fucked up thing is you find out that the fire didn't do anything to the alien and you murdered your friend.
Yeah.
Whatever, you're both going to be dead in a minute anyway.
Yeah, it's just going to turn around and kill you. So you're like, fuck it. I saved her. I saved her a peaceful death by administering a burning death.
Yeah.
You know, he's the real hero. So Sigourney comes down and she finds them dead. And then that's when she runs and sees Tom Skerritt. And then runs back up, and she's setting the ship to explode. And it keeps going. You got 10 minutes, child.
And then she's like, shit, I better turn it off.
Well, you got 10 minutes till it explodes, but you only have 5 minutes.
Until you can reverse it.
Right. So she goes down, and like something, maybe it's Tom Skerritt, something, she changes her mind.
Yeah, I wasn't quite sure why that happened. Like, maybe she didn't have quite enough time.
I don't know, because it's like, you're not really doing anything. But she tries to do it, and time runs out right before she can complete the thing, and she goes, no, I did it. And my mother's like, afraid not. 5 minutes, T-minus, although it seems like there's about a 20, 30 second gap between time's up for the thing and then also the end of the world or whatever. So she just runs she gets the cat, and she runs to the ship, and the alien's on the ship.
Yeah.
And it's writhing in a vent, or not a vent, but
no,
it's like tucked away between piping and...
See, yeah, that's the thing. Like, is it smart? It seems to be hiding and knowing that this is the way to get away, to blend in.
But she walks in.
Spots it. Yeah, what is it doing at that point?
Is it hurt? Is it...
I don't think it's hurt.
Sleeping? I'm like, what? I don't understand what's happening.
I think maybe it's hunkering down to hibernate.
But it's like, she just walks in and it's just sitting there, rubbing its feet together and shit.
Well, it's not moving at all. It's blending in perfectly
with
the scenery until like she's doing something and something flops down.
Mm-hmm.
And then it starts moving a little bit, but it's not coming after her.
No.
She's able to sneak away.
That's why I'm like, oh, is it sleeping? But then I'm like, well, no, it had to have literally almost just gotten there. How it knew to do that, I don't know. But
yeah.
So she goes into the room and she's in her panties.
She's singing her song.
The cat's already in the bed.
Yeah.
And she's not singing her song. Is she singing it?
You're my lucky
I think
star.
she starts to sing it once she
don't know who you are.
Starts to buckle up.
Look at my little panties.
So she climbs into a spacesuit and it takes forever.
You're in 2023 and want to do me.
Tethers herself to a chair or a bench or something.
It's like this. It's like the pilot's chair, you know?
I don't know, man. There's no back to it in the version I watched.
I thought there's no back? It seems like that's where the straps come from, 2 of them, and then she does extra straps.
She does 4 straps, yeah. Actually, well, it's a cross strap, like Vin Diesel.
Who likes to masturbate in front of women.
So she goes, okay, the alien, I don't know, kind of is a little bit more lively suddenly, and she hits the button.
Well, no, it's because she hits whatever it is.
Juicing it with
the steam. Yeah.
And it's doing nothing.
It's pissing it off.
Not really. And then she hits the thing and the door opens. And this is when we see it's a man.
The thing doesn't come after until she doesn't set the doors off until it's like almost on her.
Oh, that's right. Because she's singing and then she looks and it's the thing from the trailer and it's right next to her face. And then she hits the button and it juices it out.
I don't think that's from this movie. I think it's the same. It doesn't get right up to her face.
It does in the other one.
I'm picturing
but
Alien
she's in
3.
the helmet. It does. She turns. The helmet doesn't move because it's big. She's in the helmet and she looks and it's like right there.
I was waiting for her to be in the mech suit in this one. And I was like, oh, that's the second
Me too.
one.
That's the second one. But it does get up to her face.
Yeah.
In 3?
3, yeah. You're like, oh, it's gonna kill her, but
yeah,
no, she's got the alien baby in her guts,
right.
So it leaves her alone. This movie's so good, dude.
It's okay. So it gets blasted and then she harpoons it.
I heard that. You got the juice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And harpoons it.
Yeah.
And it kind of is now tethered to the door as it's dangling in space.
Mm-hmm.
And then it goes into the engine thruster.
And she blasts it.
And it just gets bobbled around and then flies away.
I think it probably burns the rope off, the harpoon rope.
It does, but I wish it would have been burned severely.
I don't know if they
didn't really look like it did anything.
I love this movie.
And then she goes to bed and the movie ends.
And everything's okay.
Mm-hmm. It's a good movie.
Ridley Scott's really good. Like, his choices in this movie are fantastic. Whoever did the set design is a genius. The cast is like, they're just really well cast for what this movie is.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like this movie's firing on all cylinders. I find it impressive. It's fucking awesome.
It's a fine film. I'd give this movie a 6. No, I'll give it a 6.5.
I give this movie an 8, easy.
Awesome.
I feel like I wish I could set my son down. I have 2 of them, but the older one.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like I could show him Alien and be like, this is a perfect sci-fi movie. And I could show him The Shining and be like, this is a perfect horror movie.
Mm-hmm. Is it?
He's going to be bored out of his mind with both of them.
Yeah.
What do you give Sigourney, who I am in love with?
I'm going to give her an 8.
An 8.
Absolutely.
We'll give her an 8. I am wasted.
Well,
I got to pee real bad.
You go for it. We are
doing
on
filmographies.
The TV, Channel 4.
Tune in
to
We Doing Filmographies on Twitter. Nope. Reddit, Facebook, YouTube.
And Instagram.
I was going to say MySpace.
Gmail us at wedoingfilmographies@gmail.com.
Do you want to give us a phone call or text us?
You certainly can.
763-634-1897.
You can also go to the nowplayingnetwork.net.
That's right. I wish Jim would put us on the top page with the featured podcast and be like, wow, look, they did the 30 Days of Pitt.
I wish he would acknowledge me.
I don't think he likes us.
He doesn't.
It's probably because of all the awful things you say about him.
Oh, I'm sure.
Yeah.
I don't think he also likes the dick pics.
That could be. I think he liked it more when we did more obscure things than we did Shitmas.
Yeah.
But go to the nowplayingnetwork.net and check out Christmas movies.
Are we even still on there? Do we know?
We are. Tracks of the Damned, Vinyl Emergency.
Yep.
The Directors Club.
The Tunguska Experience.
That's nowplayingnetwork.net.
Attack of the Killer Movie 8-Os.
Do you want to tell us about how you like the Sigourney run so far?
Yeah. Are you excited?
Well, we'll be back tomorrow with Eyewitness from 1981.
William Hurt.
James Wood.
Singular.
Morgan Freeman. That guy from Law and Order.
I don't even understand what it is they're doing, to be honest.
I am not super sure.
Okay.
We'll see you tomorrow. Not tomorrow. We'll see you next week with Eyewitness.
I've been Jules.
And I've been Jason.
And that's been Bruno.